Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with Ali, Chris, and Guy. This is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer, and on today's show, we're feeling quizzy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
Guy,
is
what
a
are you
quiz.
doing?
It's a quiz special.
Woo! What are you doing, Guy?
Well, I have a wee feeling that I've brought something to the show that I've done before, so I don't know. I've brought out the 20-sided dice again, and I've got 20 very common gaming mechanics, and then you guys are going to get 2 of them, and you apply them to your real life.
Okay.
But there's a little twist.
Ooh.
I don't think we've done that exact thing.
We've done something very
similar.
similar.
Yeah.
But that sounds fine.
Cool.
Okay, good. You got the approval? Okay, sweet.
Thank God.
Chris.
Anxiety would have spiked if Chris didn't say it was good.
Yeah, fair enough. Chris, what are you doing today?
Everyone just needs to relax, all right? It's the quiz special. I'm doing a quiz as well. Basically, we had a little Christmas party on Wednesday night. It was lovely. And at the Christmas party, Guy's lovely wife, Meg, came and she arrived with a board game she bought from a store.
Yeah, I think it was from like Typo or something like that. We're at the mall and we were at the mall doing things, and then she just turns around and she goes, "Look what I bought for tonight." I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet.
And it was
She's so
literally
cute.
just a game of a whole lot of cards. It's called Gamer Geek. And she started reading a few of them at the table, and it was basically a little quiz.
Yeah, fun.
It was highly enjoyable. Guy instantly started competing against one another because we were waiting for Ellie and Sam to arrive because they were late because they were on the rocks arguing in there. In the car.
Yeah, we saw them in the car.
Yeah.
In the car park arguing.
And then we were like,
Yes.
let's just try to take our minds off it by playing this game. And it was really fun. So I figured, Ellie, you could be the quiz master, and
Okay.
Guy and I could go head to head.
Yeah,
Nice.
sounds good. Because I'll just suck. Hey, that's why I'm the quiz
My
master.
wife was reading through a few of the questions and she was like, I'm going to find one that Ellie likes.
Yeah, how about this one?
And
I'll
she
read
was
you.
flicking through for ages. And,
I
and then she
know.
finds one, she goes, maybe this one.
And then when she asked it to me, I was like, it was like a 5-second pause before I got it. It was really easy as well.
Are you ready for this one? I've
Yeah.
pulled the top card off.
Okay.
If you can get this right, we'll swap and I'll be the quiz master.
No. Oh, you know I'm going to get it wrong.
In Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls,
Yes.
there are 6 playable classes: Barbarian, Witch Doctor, Demon Hunter, Wizard, Crusader, and
Bard.
Cleric?
Monk.
Oh, monk.
So,
Dang it.
confirming, we all would have got that wrong.
Nice.
But that's the kind of level of
Okay,
quiz.
fun.
So
Yeah.
people that are listening will be able to play as well.
Love it. Also, we had a really fun time on that same night. We got to go and hit the Sky Tower, essentially, which is a big building in Auckland, New Zealand here. Who won? It definitely was me. I definitely
Who won? It
hit
definitely
the
was
highest.
me. Ellie hit it the highest. So basically,
Definitely.
the Sky Tower, for those listening overseas, is the tallest building in New Zealand.
323 meters. It's like the Seattle Space
It's
Needle.
like the Space Needle.
yeah.
So picture that. I think ours might be taller, maybe. I don't-
Possibly.
Potentially. But you might have seen there's an ad going around where PlayStation is turning everyday stuff into fun stuff.
Yeah.
So
because
there's people.
play has no limits.
Oh yeah, Guy, exactly.
Nice.
So there's like people on an escalator. It then turns into a slide, and everyone's sliding down. There's a rubbish bin, but then it goes up on the wall, and then it turns into a basketball hoop. And it's about turning everyday stuff into fun.
Yes.
Which is what they did. They took the biggest building in New Zealand. They turned it into one of those carnival games where you hit the thing at the bottom with a hammer. Lights go up the Sky Tower depending on how hard you hit it. And to be honest, the Sky Tower is something that thousands of people can see at all times.
Yeah.
And at night, it's always lit up. People are always looking at it, and they would have seen random lights going up and down it.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre.
yeah.
It was really cool, just even before they started with the hitting thing, just seeing it lit up with like the PlayStation logo, and they had like moving images of, like the PlayStation buttons, like the X and the circle and stuff. It was just really cool.
It was amazing. It was a very, very enjoyable experience. I believe, Ellie, you went all right, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you come second?
Nah, I did
No
pretty
idea.
bad, eh? Nah, I definitely came third out of us 3.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So I hit it in my first hit and I got like 85. I was pretty stoked with that. And I went, I can go harder. And then I barely hit it.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I hit it like right on the corner of the pad.
Yeah,
it
you
bounced,
missed it.
it bounced back and like jarred my thumb really bad, and I got like 30.
Yeah.
And this was in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Is that why your back's out?
Possibly.
Guy had a bad back moment yesterday?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
threw,
before
I threw
we-
my back out.
Before we get to Guy throwing his back out, I won. So, Guy.
Oh, okay.
So you said yesterday, I messaged you, hey, we're still on for the potty, blah, blah, blah. You were like, hopefully, I'm in hospital with a back injury.
Yeah, it was a bit dramatic.
Okay, so what happened? Talk us
So
through
I
it.
would up with a sore back, right? I think I must have slept on it funny. I was like, oh, that's annoying.
That does happen.
Yeah, right? Especially when as soon as you hit 30, you start to get sore back.
Yeah.
And it was just me at home with my daughter. The one day when my daughter doesn't go to kindy is a Tuesday, so we were going to go to the zoo in the morning. Twinge in the back, started to get a little bit worse. I made an appointment with an osteo for that evening for them to just basically wring me out like a towel. I was very much looking forward to it. And then, I was just like, it's getting stiffer and stiffer. I went to stretch on the ground. tried to make it feel better. As soon as I stood up, and my back just seized, and it was just insane pain, and I collapsed to the ground, and I was like, I was going all fuzzy with my sight, and I was sweating profusely, and I was like, holy shit, I've never passed out before, but I was incredibly close, and I was freaking out because it was just me at home with my daughter.
Yeah.
So I called my wife who was at work, and she was freaking out because I'm like barely getting words out because of the pain. It sounds really dramatic. So then she goes, I'm coming home, but call an ambulance. So I did. I know, right? Because she wasn't gonna be home for like 20 minutes, and I was in like unspeakable pain.
Yeah,
and I was trying to
Fair
fight.
enough.
I didn't care if they looked after me. Basically, I wanted an ambulance to turn up to look after my kid.
Yes, yeah.
Because she was trying to crawl all over me because she thought I was playing.
Oh no.
So I was trying to politely like fend
No,
off my
Dad.
daughter.
Daddy's dying.
No,
Daddy's dying.
yeah, Daddy might be dead.
Not now.
Blah 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 blah. Ambulance turned up like 40 minutes later. My wife got home. The ambulance. I was like, and I was feeling better, but I was still barely moving.
Yeah.
And the ambulance was like, we'll take you in to get you checked out. It was very over the top. And then I went and sat in the hospital like 4 hours. Nobody saw me, so I walked out. And my
Cool.
back is sore now, but nowhere near as sore. So I went to the hospital for no reason. And I'm probably going to get a letter in the mail in about a month's time of like a $600 like
Maybe.
ambulance fee or something.
Does that happen?
Well, I think because I don't work, I'm not under any sort of ACC or anything like that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah, I got health insurance. So
Oh,
it'll be
right. So
fine.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was me yesterday. I threw my back out. It's still a little bit twingy today, but it'll be fine. But it
Okay.
was a very dramatic day.
Okay.
That's scary though. The back is so
sucks.
scary.
Oh,
'cause-
the back it's literally the highway of nerves and everything. So I
Exactly.
will still go to the osteo.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, I was in the freaking ambulance. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, right.
I'm fine. It's like, we need to get a wheelchair on entry. And I was like, no, we don't. I've just
Okay,
got a
so
sore
you've
back.
overreacted. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
the back is scary. As someone who has
It
two
is.
fractured vertebrae in my lower back, was it your lower back?
Like middle back.
Middle back, okay.
Mm.
Because it's always usually lower back because you just like lift poorly.
Yeah.
You know, so middle back, I'm not so sure. But one of the best things you can do is literally just lie flat on the ground on your back and just relax.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it like releases the muscles and it just, and it's all in line. So that's something that I do whenever I have like a really gnarly twinge. Haven't had
yeah.
it for a while though, but
Oh, that's good.
I tell you what, it freaking hurts when it happens because
Yeah.
anything you do, your back is in the middle of it.
Yes.
And so
yeah.
you can't even sit down. Sneezing when it's like
Oh,
that,
oh,
is the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't do it
Awful.
in spring
No,
because you'll
yeah.
have hay fever, Ellie.
Great point, Chris.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That's so insightful. Well, I hope you're okay.
100%. Other piece of news, Ellie's wearing quite a bright little romper.
Thanks. It's very visual. If you're on YouTube, hello there. It's a one piece, but apparently it looks like I'm wearing my shorts up really high.
Really
yeah. It's cool, by the way, and
Is
I love
it?
your fashion, 100%.
You look like a rainbow paddle pop.
You
Okay,
do.
oh, yes, it is like that.
Which
Yes,
is an
thank
ice
you.
block.
Delicious
yeah.
ice block.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm pretty insecure because I've worn this all morning now. And
Yeah.
someone else said to me this morning, I really like your two piece. And I was thinking, that's a one piece. So maybe everyone thinks that I'm wearing my pants way up to my boobs. But it's all right. Thanks, guys, for the confidence. I guess we'll jump into some listener feedback then.
Who's doing that?
That is me.
Ah.
Woo! You can contribute to our listener feedback in the Extremely Casual group for Extremely Casual Gamers group on Facebook or our Instagram, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast. First of all, I just want to welcome to the group and the potty, Scott Sidori.
Welcome, Scott, and
Yeah.
welcome aboard the Ellie hasn't pre-read your name party.
As is
Yeah, sorry about
tradition,
that.
we will butcher your name from now on.
Yeah, he just wanted to say you guys are an amazing podcast and you're all doing excellent. Binge the show in 2 weeks at work and finally I'm caught up. If you do end up doing a D&D session and need extra people, I'd love to join.
Oh, Scott.
He's playing Middle Earth Shadow of War and also started The Witcher 3.
Wow.
Also Helldivers 2.
Wow,
Hey,
that's
yeah.
right in the middle of the Chris and Guy wheelhouse there.
It is, hey.
Wow.
Also, Jimmy Brown, Johnny Shearer, and Jake, they all were lucky enough to get their hands on that nostalgic PlayStation
The
5.
30th, 30th
Yeah.
anniversary? Ugh.
Yeah, I was so jealous. They're all posting it in the group. How dare you?
There's
No,
only
but-
like 12,500 of those.
Yeah, wow, that's going to be a lot of. Do you reckon there's going to be a lot of money in future
Oh,
or
there's-
not?
oh,
I think so.
Absolutely it will be.
Yeah, it's like a collectible A.
I know
Definitely.
that. I think there was a
Yeah.
25th anniversary or 20th
There was. It was a
anniversary.
PS4.
Yeah, and it was really,
I
really
remember working at Sky and Miles got sent one.
did.
And I remember, and because he didn't even really play that much PlayStation because he just had young kids.
Oh.
And so I was like, wow, what are you gonna do with this? Oh, I've already got 2 PlayStations, so he's just got a fully unboxed one. Wait, no, boxed one.
Oh, wow.
that hasn't been opened.
Oh my god.
It must be worth a fair bit already.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But the PS5 Pro one, massively jealous of that, whoever
Yeah.
it was that posted that photo.
That's really
I'm
cool.
real jealous. Tell us about your user experience. Is it any different to play on, or is it simply just aesthetic? I'd
Don't
love
worry
to know
about
more.
it.
What are you
Don't
jealous
even worry
for?
about
You
it.
play Stardew Valley.
I reckon you can play that on
It just looked cool.
Yeah, it does look really cool.
Super Nintendo.
So if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it before, it's got the old school PlayStation 1 like grey colorway scheme.
Yeah, it's cool as.
It's so cool.
It's
It's
very
cool.
cool. It's very cool. Alice Wright, thanks for putting a little poll in. After we discussed Game of the Year nominations last week,
Oh, yes.
Alice put a poll up to see what's the vibe of our
audience.
audience. What do they like? And so the top game that came through was Astrobot at 46% of
Oh, wow.
votes. So that's where our friends are at. And there was a post that was put in by
What?
Tyler.
Mm.
What was your
I
question?
was going to say, and where did Shadow of the Erd Tree finish?
Well, okay. Yeah, I knew you were going to
What
bring
about
it up.
Final Fantasy?
Well, because this is the whole debate, which is why I'm glad someone did it.
Yes, so Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree came in at second with 20% of the votes.
Yeah.
But then there was a post put in separately in the group by Tyler that said, hot take, Shadow of the Erdtree shouldn't count or qualify for Game of the Year because it's a DLC, not a standalone game. And I think it is a really interesting point. Like it's crazy that a DLC is up for Game of the Year. And there were quite a few people here actually agreeing that it's a weird one. They should have a separate DLC category for situations like this, said Paul. Jordan said, this doesn't seem like a very casual conversation, and I love it.
Yeah, that's the whole sort of facade we have set up here. We call ourselves extremely casual, so that way we can make mistakes and get away with it.
Exactly.
But we're all massive nerds.
Yeah, yeah. nice.
Can I just say on this topic,
Yeah, what are
I
your
didn't
thoughts?
I didn't realize people gave this much of a shit about Game of the Year.
Yeah, interesting.
This is
eh?
the first time this has happened. Everyone's up in arms about it.
I think probably the people that give a shit about it are the ones that either a game that they love is nominated and they're worried that Erdtree's going to take over,
Yeah.
or a game that they love wasn't nominated and they're annoyed that Erdtree's taken the spot. I, for one, am happy that it has happened
Yeah.
because it hopefully sparks in the future, whether or not it be next year or the year after or whatever, that it does eventually have its own category. I also don't believe that Erdtree should be in the Game of the Year,
Mm.
but I'm happy that it has happened because hopefully it creates those categories. Isn't
Yeah.
one of them Resident Evil 4 remake as well?
no, that was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it
okay.
came out the year
Because
before.
there should be a DLC category and there should be a remake remaster category.
But then that's
Yeah.
boiling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also it means that if in 12 months there's only 2 really good DLCs that come out,
Mm.
Yeah,
then it means that they're just like, okay,
Yeah.
well, it's obviously going to be Erdtree because then there will be plenty of DLCs that come out, but they'll be so
Yes.
much
What-
smaller in comparison. So hopefully it makes developers go, guys, we could win a gaming award
Yeah.
if we come up with a really cool DLC.
Which
Yeah.
that's a really good point. So that could encourage people to make great DLCs. The thing that's interesting, right, and the reason why I like the fact that Erdtree is in Game of the Year is because obviously Elden Ring, as I've now admitted, it is up there with Witcher 3 as tied for my all-time favorite game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that came out in 2022, right? So it's old as. They have
Mhm.
made a DLC that is so large. It's larger than all the other games that came out this year, just the DLC.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but, a large
Yeah.
chunk of the linear, just the DLC. They've obviously done it in a way that's so different from the original game that the people that vote go, yo, this is different from Elden Ring. They've
Yeah.
changed quite a few things, blah, 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 blah. It's really hard to even get to it. You have to play 60 hours of the main game just to get to starting the DLC.
Wow.
And there is
Wow.
so many barriers for entry. It's somehow they've put it forward into this category. I'm currently playing Elden Ring again. I can't wait to get to the DLC. It must be so freaking awesome
Yeah.
to even be in the category. Now, if it wins, I would, I voted saying I think Shadow of the Erdtree should win, but that was just me shit stirring because I love Elden Ring. But if it wins, I think that's a bit of a debacle.
It
But
is.
I love the fact that it's in there because it's making people go, wow, what is this game that is literally the add-on could be the best
Totally.
game that came out this year.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
means it's going to shake things up. Whenever we used to attend the radio awards and the podcast awards and stuff like that, there'll be categories that come up and it will be a really niche category.
Mhm.
And then the nominees are all from the same radio station because nobody else put shit forward.
Yes.
So I would always look there and go why don't I just do, I think one year it was best kids
Oh.
segment or podcast or something. It's I could just come up with a really average kid story
Mhm.
and then I
Publish
could
it.
I'm sorry,
publish
no,
it and then-
I challenge
and then,
that.
and then come up to and then
I
get it
challenge
nominated.
that.
you know?
Guy, you did this exact task in B school, broadcasting school, which we
Oh,
went
that
to.
was
and it was
13
him,
years
and it was
ago.
Storm McDonald, and they did a kids thing about going to the beach and eating ice cream, and it wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't very good.
So
But
I
I've learned-
challenged that.
I've learnt from that, and I won't give him an Italian mobster accent.
yeah,
Like I did.
they voiced the characters.
It was the worst thing ever. It was awful. But that's what I'm hoping will happen with the Game Awards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
I hope
yeah.
it does happen, and what I'm stoked to see is people discussing the gaming awards because
Yeah.
E3's died. That doesn't exist anymore. All these things are going under, but people are so fired up about the gaming awards. It shows that it still means something to people, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we all know that next year the game that's going to win is Grand Theft Auto 6.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Of course it will. Yeah, so-
What?
Surprised it's
Ooh.
not nominated now.
That's probably a good point.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So yeah, if you want to contribute to list of feedback, ECG for ECG for ECG on Facebook. Otherwise, Instagram, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast. Should we jump into some gaming news?
Gaming news. I will go first, if that's okay.
That is great.
Guys, I'm going to go first.
Okay, you go.
There is a new PlayStation 5 controller to be released.
Oh.
Actually rumored. So over the last 12 months, they've been like PlayStation have really upped their game with their PS5 controllers. There was a Spider-Man 2 one, Astrobot released one as well. We talked about it before, the 30th anniversary.
Didn't they do like a pro one as well?
They did a
with-
pro
yeah.
one. Also, funnily enough, weirdly, Concord got made its own special one on release, and that game was out for
Oh my
3
God.
weeks. So, and then it got completely shut down. So, if you have one of those controllers, it's probably worth a bit now. But the one that is rumored, and we don't know anything about it when it comes out, what it looks like, and how much it'll be. But it's pretty heavy rumor is that Helldivers 2 is going to get its own PlayStation 5 DualSense controller.
Wow.
So that'll be pretty cool if that happens. It's probably going to happen maybe. I don't know. It'd be cool if it happens before the end of the year because then you could try and get it for Christmas. But if you like to
yeah.
collect those things, if you you love Helldivers, then there could be a controller coming your way.
Can I just
Okay.
say, very weird move releasing it like, 7-8 months after the popularity spike of
Yeah,
Helldivers?
I know. I mean, on. But the thing is, if they did it on launch, that would have been overshooting way too much because, as we
No
know with
one-
Helldivers 2,
It took off.
it took off, and they didn't realize it was going to take off as much as it did.
Yeah.
So I think between now and then, they've just been playing catch up with servers
Well-
and content. So I think having a limited edition controller probably got moved down their list.
I hope
Yeah.
that what that means too, because you want to like spark sales or something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it means they're releasing an update that they will release to get people. You know, when
Yeah.
those live service games release an update and everyone jumps back in.
Totally.
Hopefully, that signals that might be happening soon.
That would be cool.
Yeah, nice.
Gaming news. This is the biggest news we've had all year.
Is it?
Okay, hold on to your hats.
Is it?
I'm the only one wearing a hat. Although
Yeah.
people listening probably don't know that because it's a podcast. The Witcher 4 has officially entered full-scale production, and it is the first of a new trilogy.
Ooh.
So what that tells me is CD Projekt Red, for the next 15 to 20 years, I have got Witcher games to play, and I'm so friggin' fizzed up for it.
That is exciting.
It's amazing news. They released a few images and stuff a couple of years ago of like a medallion, a witch's medallion in the snow. It wasn't the wolf, which is Geralt. He's from the School of the Wolf. I believe it was a cat, which this means this new Witcher trilogy will follow a new Witcher from the School of the Cat,
Ah, right.
which means nothing if you don't follow the Witcher universe. But it's
But
just
a
interesting.
completely
It's a
different
completely different person.
protagonist,
Yeah,
everything.
I'm sure Geralt will feature in a side quest. They're really good at like weaving in old characters and stuff, which is really cool. It was confirmed by the CFO of CD Projekt Red. He said it's the most far along out of all the projects they are currently working on. And we can likely anticipate some videos and pictures and things in the second half of next year. That's based on when other production companies go into full production on things. It's usually about a year later they'll start to release a few little things.
Right.
This is
okay.
huge. So if you haven't played The Witcher 3, please go and play it before The Witcher 4 comes out because it's going to be it's like Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
And yeah, I know they had a wee bit of a speed bump with Cyberpunk, but all is forgiven. CD Projekt Red, you fixed that bad boy. You've learnt your lesson. Cannot wait for the new Witcher
I just
game.
saw something. I think Cyberpunk sold like 20 or 70. It looked like a 2 or a 7, like millions of units. So it's even though it
Oh,
had a
man, it's bounced back
terrible launch,
massively.
It's still sold heaps. Do you think this new trilogy they're going to add a female protagonist?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably not because
Right,
Witchers
sure.
aren't female.
Mm.
They're
Yeah, are
all
they
male.
not?
Nah, so The Witcher is based off a novel series from a Polish writer, and they're
Oh.
all young boys that are taken from. I think maybe I've got that wrong.
No, I think you are right. I'm pretty sure it is based off that. The only reason I know that is because Viva La Dirtly did a whole
Oh, they did the whole thing.
yeah, we did a whole comedy series on The Witcher.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. Like
Are there girl witches? By the way,
Not right.
we need a little thing where if you're going to ask a question on air, that you just give them a heads up so they don't know,
We
like
can
an idiot on the
Google, yeah.
Well, I
podcast.
thought, I mean, considering how much you've talked about The Witcher in the last, 16 months, maybe you'd know.
Maybe you'd know.
There are no
something.
female witches in the world of The Witcher,
That doesn't
Right.
mean that they won't do it, though.
I wonder if they
You know.
will.
but they have to
Oh.
adhere to the source material and stuff. They would be completely changing like the complete novel series.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Look, I'm not against it. In The Witcher 3, you play as Ciri, who's tougher than the Witchers, and that's Geralt's daughter, who's like
yeah.
adopted, and she's literally the toughest character in the whole universe.
That's dope.
Whereas Witchers are traditionally all blokes.
So you've got 3 games coming up because they said it's a new trilogy. You got 3 games minimum. Then because they're very well known for doing their DLCs, there's going to be. Some
Oh my
DLCs
god,
in there
6
as well.
games.
Yeah.
Fun.
Because Blood and Wine, The Witcher 3 was pre-Shadow. I haven't played it yet, but everyone is saying Shadow of the Erdtree is the new like Blood and Wine from The Witcher 3, which in itself was its own game.
Yeah,
I
right.
cannot wait. I'll probably be like 50 by the time the 3rd one's coming out.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm still alive by then. Hopefully
We'll still be doing this
potties still go.
podcast.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ellie will still won't have done her Spirit Fair review.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I won't have.
But
yeah.
the positive thing is Ellie's waistline and the shorts she's wearing will finally match her age. Nah, it looks good, Ellie.
Nah, shut up.
As we discussed at the start of the podcast, I did throw my back out yesterday, and it was a bit of an overreaction, but it happened. And in moments like that, it doesn't have to be a back throwing situation. It can be anything. You think of gaming mechanics. You can think of gaming mechanics that you wish applied in real life. So,
Yeah.
for example, when I threw my back out, I wish that pre-back I'd saved my game, and then I could go back and reload a quick save, and then I could try to avoid throwing my back out. That'd
I
be a very
see.
handy thing
Or
to
you
have.
pull out like a stim pack or like a healing item.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could just, how in games when you heal and you just like roll a bandage around your arm and all of a sudden the bullets that you've absorbed
Yeah.
just are gone.
Crazy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I've come up with 20 very popular in-game mechanics.
Okay.
We're going to roll the dice. You guys are going to get 2 each.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a twist for it at the end.
Ooh la la.
Oogly boogly. So just think
Oogly.
about,
Are you going to do one for you?
yeah, I'll play as well.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll chuck these up on our Facebook group as well if you want to play at home. So just think about, and then at the end of it, we'll decide who's got the better life based on these video game mechanics.
Okay,
Who
yeah.
wants to go first?
Okay. Okay.
Say it with
So
some
just
fun.
roll it.
Yeah, it's a dice
I'll go. I can't wait to play your shit game you've made.
that I've probably made before.
No.
10.
Number 10,
10.
XP gain. Earn experience points for everything you do, from cooking to socializing.
Does
Okay.
that mean she'll level up at some point?
Yeah, does it help? When will that help me? I'll just
You
get
will-
better at
your
stuff.
XP will lead to leveling up.
Right. Okay.
I wish I had that. I'd like to level up
Yeah.
Mm.
because it'd be a
You
good
do one.
motivator.
Yeah. Right.
Like it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
number one motivator when you're playing a lot of games
Yeah.
is going up a level so you get
True.
stronger and smarter.
True. This is
Absolutely.
probably good for my ADHD because it would actually motivate me to do.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. So that's a good
Perfect.
one. All right.
Nice,
Do you want to
okay.
roll 2 or do you want to roll as
No,
well?
I'll go
You go
next.
next.
So
All
Ellie's
right.
got XP.
XP.
gain.
XP gain. I really want that.
We got a 1.
Oh, it's a 1.
You got quick save and load. Save your progress and retry life decisions without consequence.
Awesome.
Oh,
I love
want-
saving.
I want that one.
And
But there
loading.
will be consequence.
Ooh.
Oh god.
And I will
Okay.
roll. And I got a 4.
Okay.
Double jump.
Oh, lucky. I love double jumping.
Leap impossibly high with an extra jump mid-air.
So you can go to the Olympics
Nice.
with that shit.
Hell yeah.
True.
See, that's amazing.
All right.
That is
Ellie's
amazing.
got XP gain.
'Kay.
You've got quick save and I've got double jump.
And I've also got
12, which is wall climbing. Scale
Ooh.
any surface effortlessly, like a parkour
Oh my
pro.
God.
They're gonna
I
be
want
quite fun.
yours.
That'd be that'd be fun. I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
And you'll climb a really tall building and then you'll get XP by the end of it because you've been doing shit.
Does it cancel out my intense fear of heights in real life?
In fear of fights.
And
No,
Heights.
fear of heights in
Well, it
real
says
life.
effortlessly, so I'm going to say yes.
So okay, so that's
Because if you were
cancelled out.
scared,
Okay.
there would be some effort.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you are not scared of heights
Yeah,
anymore.
sweet. Thank you.
All right, Chris.
All right. 17.
17. Companion AI. Have a reliable, helpful partner always at your side.
Oh
Well,
wow. Can I design what they look like and stuff?
Yeah, well, we've done this. We've literally done it this before with the companion thing.
Yeah,
rolling the
yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
But what would your companion? Because your companion sucked when we did that.
Oh,
Remember?
that's
It was
right.
the Greenpeace guy.
Oh, it was
that
the
told
hippie
you,
guy, that's
It was
right.
the hippie Greenpeace dudes that would give you star signs.
But he had a massive bag.
yeah.
Yeah, you did, eh? Yeah.
I'd have to get back to you. It'd be some kind of shivers. I like the idea of an animal
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like got human proportions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So like a wolf, mate.
yeah.
Who's like he's got cool like overalls on. His head's like a wolf, and he's really friendly.
Yeah.
He's always got like a rag in his hands. He's always like cleaning the oil off his hands. And he's always there to give like advice.
And then you ask him to do something. He's like, yeah, I can do that for you.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
Take care of it, there,
Or
mate.
if he can't do it, you know someone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know a guy who can help you.
Yeah, that or like a real hot chick.
Okay.
But we'll probably definitely go the
Yeah,
wolf
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love the
yeah,
wolf guy.
yeah,
And his
yeah.
name's Buddy.
Oh,
Buddy!
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, I
So
want that to happen.
That's
now.
my companion.
All right, you got a
Yeah.
companion AI.
If I have to kill Buddy at the end of this,
Oh.
All right, I hit 20, which is the perks system. Choosing one perk lock. Oh no, I've gone down too far. Perk system gain unique bonuses based on the chosen lifestyle or experiences. So you can choose a perk in video games.
Well, what are some
okay.
perks that you'd choose?
Well, I don't know. We're pertaining to my life. So maybe there could be a podcasting perk.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Where it's like I choose that and I go down that, and then the podcast finally gets a freaking sponsor. And
Yeah, that'd be
Based
good.
on your perk.
based on my perk.
Yeah, good.
But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is the perk though? Like, because a perk is something like, oh, whenever you do the podcast, you get 10 plus charisma for the rest of the day or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right. So
Love
Ellie,
it.
what did you get?
So I got extra XP. What is it? XP
Yep.
gain.
And you get to go up levels.
Yeah.
Which
and,
is
And you're
massive.
climbing. Right.
yeah,
So
and
Ellie,
I'm climbing.
with XP gain, the consequence is because we can't just have like cool because that was too easy. It
Oh,
was too
man.
quick and
Okay.
it was too like
R.I.P. buddy.
it was too nice. So with XP gain, tedious tasks like washing dishes give only minuscule XP, and grinding is real.
Okay, so now this is awful for my ADHD because I
Yeah.
definitely am not going to be doing those tasks.
So if you want to level up, you've got to be doing like big shit.
Oh, okay.
But the
Oh.
tedious tasks there, at least you get some leveling. In real life, you
True.
you get nothing for it.
True. It is a bit of a grind.
So you
Yeah.
still get leveling, and you clean up your house because at the moment cleaning your house is the only perk you get from
True
that.
that.
Even taking the bin out,
Yeah, right.
minuscule.
True.
I feel like
Yeah.
Sam
True.
takes the bin out
Nah.
because I have to take the bin out in my house.
So is that the only thing you do?
I'm the bin
No,
guy.
no, no, absolutely not. It's just for some reason my wife is like, "You are the bin man.
Yeah.
That is why I have you here."
No, we're actually quite a half and half on that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds
help
like they're
man.
overcompensating.
It's a real progressive relationship.
That is,
you
isn't
got.
it?
Yeah. How's it working out for you?
Yeah, really well, actually.
All right, so you are tedious tasks, low XP. And you also wall climbing. Your hands and clothes constantly get dirty or torn.
Oh, yeah, great.
Wait, while climbing?
Yeah.
That kind of grosses me out, actually.
Yeah, so you'll be climbing effortlessly, but your hands will still get messed up and your
Oh.
clothes and stuff. So,
Right,
I mean,
so
how often will you actually be climbing? Just because you can doesn't mean you will.
That's
Think
a
about
good
your
point.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
no,
that's a
but
good
you could
point.
be the incredible climbing woman who wears like overalls because you're and gloves.
Yeah,
then
You
okay.
know, like
true.
you got to
Yeah.
think, how would I combat these negatives? It's
Yeah.
so easy to do.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All
calm
right.
down.
All right,
Let's
and then
change-
halfway up, you'll do the dishes and you'll get some XP.
Yeah. so far, you're all right.
Okay, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. At least because,
Yeah.
Guy.
like we said, tedious what?
I swear to God, if I have to kill Buddy, I'm out.
I didn't put it in there, but
I created a backstory for this guy and everything.
yeah. Yours were you had the quick save.
Quick save, quick load.
Yeah. You sometimes forget when you last saved and have to replay boring or awkward parts of your life.
Oh.
So I'd have to replay
So it's not
hanging
all
out
the
with
time.
Guy.
Yeah, yeah. The day we met. So it's not all the time.
That's
but
okay.
There
Okay.
are some times where you like go, oh shit, something's happening. You go reload your save, and then you come back. You're like,
Well,
shit.
I'm still here. Okay.
Yeah.
So like maybe like a punishing meeting or just like really
Traffic when you need to pee, something like
Yeah,
that.
right. So quick load, and I'm back just in traffic at the start of the traffic jam or something.
yeah, something like
I think that's worth, and it only happens every now and then. Did you say?
Yeah, so it's not every single time you use the feature.
Can we put a
Okay.
percentage on it? Like 10% chance?
I'm gonna say there's a 35% chance.
Oh, it's bollocks. That is bollocks. I wouldn't even use it.
All right, buddy.
Oh God.
Oh.
What about Buddy?
All right.
So no,
He gets tuberculosis.
no, he doesn't. That is made up. So
No, your companion often misunderstands commands and gets stuck.
Oh.
that's okay, buddy. We're all human, except for you. You're part wolf.
Yeah.
So often misunderstands and gets stuck.
Yeah, so when you ask him to do something, he might like go off and do it and then halfway just get lost.
Nah.
And then you're like, you know, in like Red Dead where you whistle your horse and it's too far or
Yeah,
you're stuck, and then
it's
Arthur's
lost,
like,
yeah.
oh, where's that goddamn horse? It'd be
Right.
like-
Okay.
You'd be like,
Right.
where's that goddamn
But
buddy?
if we think
Okay.
about it, though, what am I going to use Buddy for? He's got his overalls. He's just keen to help. It might be like, hey, buddy, can you give me a hand bringing the groceries,
in.
the groceries, in,
Can you
or
take
the
the bins out?
We've got so many bins, I can't possibly handle them all. Can you help me? So
How
he'll-
annoying would it be if you asked him to go bring in the bins and he's been gone for like 20 minutes? You're like, but he's taking them to the wrong fucking house.
I
he's
think-
just like walking around like, where is the house?
yeah, he's got all the bins in the neighborhood and he's brought them all up our driveway. And you're like, oh, classic, Buddy.
Classic.
What am I? Okay, perk system. Choosing one perk locks you out of others you might want later. So once
Like
I choose a
what?
perk, so like let's say I get like 3 options in front of me and I choose
Yeah.
one, and then like 6 months down the track, the second perk that I didn't choose would be perfect, and I can't pick it now.
That's
Right, so
fine
you're
because
stuck.
you don't get perks in life anyway. So
No.
having even the ability to pick a perk is, to be honest, I think the punishments for all these are fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
they just make them more realistic.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
how
right.
about this for double jump? You scream in fear, like tears and snot, every single time you do it.
Oh, okay.
So the first jump's fine, and then the double jump, and like afterwards, I'm like I have to. It's take a while for me to just recover.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
just like instant. It's
I
like there's
think-
a recovery period of tears and snot and tears.
If
Yeah.
you were that intensely scared too often, you would have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, true.
So you at the Olympics on the world stage in the final for the gold medal, and it's just you screaming and crying. But what you do is
the
'cause-
triple jump, like I'm nailing it. Oh, he's in the fetal position.
But the thing with those is you don't actually have to join in. You can say that the opening qualifying mark,
Yeah.
you can say, I'm not going to jump that. I know I can clear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to jump it. You wait till it gets to the very last, and then you take on the person who's jumped the furthest and double jump, scream like a little girl,
And win.
and win gold.
and then they could say it's
Beautiful.
just because I'm so emotional because I
That's
just
right.
won gold at the Olympics.
True.
And
Okay.
or you can say something like, I had to summon something deep primal within me.
But
Wow.
I can't just say, like, to the New Zealand Olympic Committee, like, guys, I can jump really high. Send me to the Olympics. I'll
No,
bring
no,
home
no,
gold.
you-
Like, I'd have to do the
You have to
crying,
qualify.
screaming for like
Yeah.
days on end, to the point where it would become known that it's like my thing. Like
Yeah.
Maria Sharapova in tennis, so she did like the crazy scream. Like everyone's got a thing. LeBron James throwing his powder in the air. Like for me, it'd be Guy Mansell cries like a little bitch after every single jump.
Because you'd have to go to like qualification, you'd have to go to tournaments around the world to
Yeah.
even become eligible.
Yeah.
I'd become a meme
You
really
would.
quickly.
You know what you
would.
do is you call out Hamish Kerr, is it the New Zealand
Yeah.
high
High
jumper,
jumper.
who
Yeah.
won? He won gold.
He did.
You call him out. You say, "I challenge you to a jump off," and you gather as many Olympians around as possible. You beat him. You get the news involved,
Yeah. You,
and then you somehow say, "What do I have to do to get to the Olympics? I
And
just
they'll
beat the gold
And
medal."
they'll say
Nice.
you still have to go through all of the qualifications.
And then you say,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
So yeah, there was my game.
I love it. I love
Don't
it.
just run out of fizz at you. That's my game.
That's my game. There were other things. So obviously, quick save, fast travel, skill tree, double jump, inventory system, regenerating
Ooh,
health.
I'd like that.
Health. Pause
Regenerating
menu,
house.
regenerating
Fun.
health. Pause menu, dialogue options, minimap, XP game, new game plus.
Imagine a pause menu, like you're in the middle of an exam or something, or in the
Oh.
middle, like right now, for example, guy asks you a question that he hasn't pre-warned you about. You just
About The Witcher.
pause, and then you quickly research it, and then you come back and look like a genius.
However,
Nice.
pause menu, time freezes for everything, including your internet connection and music.
Wait,
right.
Wait,
so you-
what?
So when you pause time, like when you press pause, everything stops, right? And everything you just said won't happen because internet stops as well. That
So-
was the negative effect with pause menu.
Right.
So when it pauses,
Ah.
you can catch up on sleep, you can eat some food or whatever, but internet, boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
right.
fine.
So if you were, I always think about this if I could pause time if I'm having an argument with someone and I would just like, and then you want to just research the crap out of it and then unpause time and just blow them away.
Yeah.
You'd have to read freaking books.
But what you can do is
Ah.
pause, go for a walk, because that's often when you think of the thing you should have
True.
said. You just
Yeah,
go for a
yeah.
wee
Good
walk.
point.
You
but
have
if
a
it's
nap.
like a fact, if you're debating politics or something like
So
that,
are you suggesting that you couldn't really exist without the internet?
basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
Yeah.
I asked you a question and you had to go on the internet.
Yeah, because it was unprompted and in a podcast studio. There's nowhere here I could get the knowledge from.
Yeah.
I could go to Whitcoulls, break in, buy the full collection of all the Witcher novels, read it start to finish, and then come back and be like, there's no mention of a girl Witcher.
You wouldn't need to break in, you could just walk in.
Yeah, I
it's
don't know
true.
why I mentioned breaking in. But,
It's like completely open, but you just smash a window and climb through it
Yeah.
just because you can.
Yeah, so I'll break in, I'll walk up to the cash register, beat the person up, like really give them a good hiding.
Yeah.
And then read it, yeah.
Cool.
yeah, nice.
If you want to play the game, I'll chuck it up on the Facebook group.
And you will remember to do that, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I did.
Because if Cousin Beck has to do it for us again, I feel like we're going to have to start paying her.
yeah, true.
All right, so as mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, Guy's wife Meg showed up with this lovely little gaming quiz. We played the quiz for about 5 minutes while Ali and Sam were having a huge domestic in the car. And we went through probably about 6 or 7 questions.
Far
And it
out.
was fun. We had a little quiz. And I think the thing we're going to need today is a buzz. A
Oh, yeah.
buzzer. So what's your buzzer going to be?
Guy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Wow.
Mine's going to be Chris.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
But we have to do it in a funny voice.
okay.
So what's yours going to be?
Guy.
Chris!
Okay.
As long as you do it in a funny voice, so you,
Then
and,
it's
and your
Does
count.
it
voice.
have to be the same funny
No,
voice
it
each
has to
time?
alternate. It has to change. You can't do the
Yes.
same funny voice twice in a row.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Ellie, you've got 20 cards in your hand.
I do.
I am proposing
Yes.
that you get 1 point for everyone you get correct.
Yep.
Whoever buzz goes first. If they get it wrong, the other person can then answer.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it wrong, you lose a point.
Oh, okay.
is what I'm proposing to add some jeopardy.
Oh, to actually just
Ooh.
stop you from buzzing in for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now-
and if I buzz in and get it wrong, that means Chris gets a go.
He gets a free
And if he
guess.
gets it wrong,
Then I guess
If you get it wrong, you're sweet. So if Guy gets it wrong and then it's my go,
yeah.
you've negative 1 point. I can either pass or just have a crack with no impact.
Okay.
I
right.
think.
Yeah.
But if you get it wrong, we both get negative points. Does that mean that the card's dead, or do we get another guess?
I think you then read the answer.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So we get
You
one,
get
one
chance.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Nice.
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Whoa.
We all happy?
Yes, I'm happy. Are
you
happy?
sure?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
Ellie,
so.
Ellie, you are saying things today, but your tone and
Yeah.
eyes
I
are
know,
saying
I'm
something
sorry.
differently.
Are you tired?
Are you?
that.
Is this where you hand in your resignation?
Is it the pantsuit?
Is it because we made
No,
fun
but
of your pantsuit and your failing relationship?
You really deflated me, guys. I've got nothing to give.
We need to pump your tires up, man. What? Do you,
no, I think it was hot in here before, which I think affected me, and I'm still recovering from the heat.
yeah, right. Okay.
I'm okay, but I have been kind of one wordy today, haven't I? I've just been like, yeah, oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can. Well, I'll be talking on purpose now because I've actually got to read the questions.
Well, exactly. And now people are going to know that from now on, if Ellie tries to say anything more than 1 or 2 words, you know that she's just forcing it out.
Nah,
and it
nah,
isn't genuine.
Nah, genuine, yeah, nah.
See what she's done there? She said nah 7 times and yeah twice.
Yeah.
Just to pad things out. All right.
Okay,
Let's get the quiz
all right.
going. You ready?
Welcome to the quiz.
Woo!
It's called Geek Gamer Trivia.
All right, let's do this thing.
Okay, buzz in with your name in a different tone each time, please.
Okay.
If you get anything wrong, you lose a point.
Okay.
But if you get it right, you gain one.
I'll
obviously.
keep scores.
Okay, you're gonna do that.
I'll try. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Or do you want me to do that? I feel like.
Well, if you can do it, if you think you got the brain power for it, like and reading the questions, that would
Nah.
be preferable.
No,
I
I've got it.
don't want to do it, so
No, I'll do it.
just putting that out there.
Okay.
I don't want Guy to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah,
okay.
I
And
might throw my back out.
How is it right now? Is it still a bit sore?
A little bit twingy.
Yeah, that's no good, man.
okay. Right. I've got the scores. Okay. Question number 1. How many dots are there on a Pac-Man board? Wow, it's quite that's quite a specific
The
question,
things
isn't
that
it?
he eats.
Yeah, the things he eats. Yeah.
Now, should we do closest to?
Yeah, maybe we do. Yeah, okay, closest. Oh,
That is such a hard question.
that is hard, eh?
God.
Mm.
Guy.
This is a real
Guy, what was your answer?
350.
That's wrong.
Are we doing
Was I
closest
meant
to?
to? Was
Chris. I'll have a
Yes.
go too, just
Yeah.
to make it fair.
Yeah.
160.
Also wrong.
Who's closest?
Oh dear.
What's the number?
This requires maths. Nah, the answer is 244. So,
Wow, weird.
so you're both quite off. That's why I'm
Well,
actually it's
244.
I
hard.
think I'm closest, but to be honest, neither of us deserve that.
Negative
Yeah.
point.
We're so far off. We're both on
yeah, if it
negative
was
1.
Yeah.
if it was within 10, I'd give the point. But we
Yeah,
no,
we
you're
were
quite
by
far
like
off.
100.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
really tough question. This quiz has started
What
terribly.
is the
Yeah,
answer
that's-
though? 244.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that I feel like might come up in your life.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're at a quiz,
Yeah.
pub quiz, 244.
Lock that away and get rid of some really important information just to store that little tidbit.
Yeah.
Pub trivia. All right, Ellie, let's
All
get
right.
a good one going.
Good
Okay,
start, good
question number
start.
2. This one's a multi-choice, so you can
Ooh.
wait for me to give off the old answers or options. Most puzzles in the original Tomb Raider series were solved by A, platforming, B, collecting items, C, shooting hidden targets, or D, pulling levers.
Go.
Yes, girl.
Platforming.
That is correct.
Ah!
Nice.
Yeah, way to go out on a
I'm gonna
limb.
give you the ones that you get right, just so we know.
Oh,
Sorry.
Genuinely, that fell on the floor, and I don't know if I can pick it up.
That's all
Sorry.
right.
Don't put your back out, love. So Guy is now on 0. And
This is exciting. Guys on 0.
okay, question number 3. Sonic the Hedgehog drove the Mega Drive to success. What is the name of the villain who was trying to collect the Chaos Emeralds before Sonic? Yes,
Dr.
Chris.
Eggman.
That is wrong.
What?
Do you want a free guess?
Where is it multiple choice?
No, it is just an answer.
Pass.
Shall I just, okay.
Coward. Coward. Guy would like to lock in coward in his answer.
Okay,
What-
the answer is Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, Dr. Robotnik.
That one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right, so I'm on 0, Chris on -2.
Wait, Dr. Eggman. That's his name, right? The Jim Carrey guy. Is that Dr. Robotnik?
I have
I'm
no
guessing
idea.
so.
Have I just called Dr. Robotnik?
Dr. Eggman.
Who's
Yeah, wait,
Dr.
who's
Eggman?
Dr. Egg? I don't know.
Dr. Eggman. No, he is. He's from Sonic.
So who's Dr. Robotnik?
Yeah,
This
wait,
is really punishing for people listening who have played.
Extremely casual gamers, by the way.
Yeah, what is the name of the villain who was trying to collect the
Dr.
Chaos?
Robotnik is Dr. Eggman.
Oh, well, what does it say on the
Why?
card?
Why? It does say Dr. Robotnik.
Why did they
Why are they
change
the
Dr.
same?
Robotnik to Dr. Eggman?
Why are they the same? Yeah.
Oh, so America renamed him Robotnik, but Eggman is his. Okay, I feel like I should get that right.
Yeah, that's controversial, actually.
Guy, how do you feel about that?
I'm asking ChatGPT.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
Straight to
AI is
AI
gonna. Yeah.
for everything.
What did it say? Why they
Yeah,
changed
so it's
the name?
Dr. Eggman in Japan, Dr. Robotnik in
So
Western
Eggman is his original name.
Both names refer to the same character.
Yes!
Okay, you
Yeah.
get that right.
Oh
'Cause
my god.
To be honest, I
Yeah.
feel like you deserve 2 points because you did. Was that the Japanese name? that
I
you
did the
said?
original name, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
Oh.
changed it to Robotnik for the USA release.
Why does it get 2
Ah.
points for?
Nah, just
Oh,
one.
it's
So I'm
pretty
on negative
above and
1 now.
beyond.
Wait, no. I'm
No,
on
you're
zero now.
You're both on zero. Okay.
Okay, this is exciting. Can I have the card?
We've reset. Okay, we're back to zero. Okay, question number 4. Kingdom Hearts combined the art and style of Final Fantasy with A. Disney,
Chris.
B. Yes,
Disney.
nice. Was that in a weird voice though?
Chris.
Oh, good point.
Was it?
I feel like it was.
Oh, get out! I feel like he yelled that.
Okay.
Oh.
Look, if you don't want to give me that, it's fine. We can just put that one over there. No, feel free to put it over there, and I won't get any points. No one gets
Okay.
anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Everyone here heard that I got it correct, though.
That was right, but yeah, no, you got to
Okay.
do
Play the
your
rules.
voice. Okay. Dead or Alive, this is a multi-choice. Dead or Alive falls into which gaming genre? Is it A, survival horror,
Chris.
B, comedy?
Survival
Yes.
horror.
Wrong.
Fuck!
I'm going to finish the question.
Thank you.
C, action adventure, or D, fighting? Which, Dead or Alive falls into which gaming genre? You're already getting a free guess.
Fighting.
But that was beautiful. That is correct.
Oh
Well
my god,
done.
you're so true. Because they're the ones that do the beach volleyball
Yeah.
ridiculous spin-off thing.
Yeah.
Nice. That's 1 for Guy.
So I'm
0.
on -1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got
She should give you a card back.
All right, -1 for Chris and 1 for Guy. What is the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's sidekick? Chris. Yes, Chris.
Tails.
That is correct.
Oh,
well done.
very good.
Nice.
0.
You're on 0 now.
This is so.
This is so shit.
We're so casual.
We shouldn't have done the negative system.
I know.
So good.
I'm so glad I'm the quiz master after saying all that at the top of the podcast. In Mortal Kombat, the final boss was the evil Shang Tsung. But can you name the 4-armed monster who needed being before him? Yes, Guy.
Grogu.
What? Sorry?
Grogan. Gorgon.
Grogan.
Was it
Sorry.
Grogan?
Say it again. What was it? Oh,
I'm so close.
It's not right, but it's like you're on the right
Nah,
track.
sorry, but you have to
Yeah.
lock in the correct name.
Okay, let me lock in the answer. Gorgon.
Okay, he's locked in Gorgon.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's incorrect. I don't know. Sorry, I have no idea.
Okay, you're back on 0 there, Guy.
How do you? What's the?
The answer is
Here we go. Ellie trying to pronounce something.
Goro.
Goro.
Yeah.
Ah, people listening will
Damn.
be yelling that out as well.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you're both back on 0.
Oh my god, this quiz is excellent.
Yes.
Okay, which video game takes place in a dystopian underwater city called Rapture? Yes,
Bioshock.
that is correct. Well done.
Yes.
All right, you're back on 1. Okay.
I feel it's okay. Yeah, go.
Robin and Rand Miller released their top-selling game Myst in 1993 for Mac OS, but what genre was it closely linked to? A, simulation, B, RPG, C, puzzle, D, racing.
Gross.
Yes, gross.
RPG.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Free guess over there.
Can I get the answers?
I'm now on 0 again. God, this quiz sucks.
It's either a simulation, RPG, puzzle, or racing about that game Myst.
Myst.
Yeah.
Missed.
Mm.
The
C
myths.
puzzle.
That's correct. Well done.
So now I'm on 0 and Guy's on 1.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
real nightmare to keep scores like this.
A little
isn't
bit,
it?
but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Next question. In the action RPG series Monster Hunter, what type of animal is the Poogie that you affectionately keep as a pet and dress up in the latest fashions?
Oh, I haven't played Monster Hunter, but I know it's massive, so people on here will be like, I know the answer to that. Guy?
Anything?
I'm gonna pass.
Pass. Okay.
Yeah, pass.
You want to pass? Yeah. It's,
Can we?
it's pig.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Pig.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, can we have a
A
free
cookie
go?
guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say like a bird cat.
Oh, okay.
A bird cat.
You know, like, some hybrid bullshit.
I was gonna say like a wolf in overalls.
Okay. Which company released Space Invaders in Japan?
Chris.
Yes.
Atari.
Incorrect.
Oh, why am I going out on a limb like
Yeah,
this?
you
I
need
was
to
gonna
not
say
guess.
Atari, so thank God I didn't.
Yeah. Do you want to have a free guess?
Was
there?
that multiple choice?
No.
I'm gonna pass.
Stop being a coward.
I'm playing the game.
The answer was Taito.
Okay. No
T A I T O.
Oh, Potato.
That one, yeah.
Random.
Okay.
So
next-
just clarifying, I'm on -1 now, guys. On 1.
Yeah, that's
This
correct.
quiz sucks. Okay.
We've got 8 questions to go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Which James Bond film was made into a game for Nintendo 60? Yep,
Goldeneye.
that's correct.
Sorry for blowing anyone's ears.
Yeah, that
out
was
just
quite
then.
scary. So, Guy, you're now on 2, actually. Wow, great stuff. Next question. The phrases "He's on fire" and "Boom shakalaka" were made popular by which famous sports game? A. NBA Street. B. Madden NFL. C. NBA Jam. D. Ultimate Table Tennis.
Oh.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes,
C, NBA Jam.
that is correct.
Oh my
well
God.
done. Oh my goodness, he's on 3, baby. You're on -1,
Boom
Chris.
shakalaka. He's on fire.
Jesus.
All right. The long-running series Ultima,
Ultimate.
that one, falls into which gaming genre? And there's no multi-choice.
Not a clue.
Have a stab, mate. You're 4 ahead. Come on. Jesus. You're such coward.
Ultima. I'm gonna say. Hang on. First, I'll play by the rules.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
RPG.
that's correct. Well done.
Thanks for making me have a stab. That was great.
This is bullshit.
That's so funny. Okay. All right. What have we got
So
here?
you're
We've
on
got-
4.
Yeah. So we've got 6 questions left.
No, let's not. Let's just.
And
okay.
Guy is
He's-
5 ahead
I
of
know,
you.
I know.
Okay.
I know
Ooh,
what's
that could be-
required.
that
You got to
could be.
come back. All right.
Could happen.
Okay. Okay. Daxter from the popular platformer franchise Jack and Daxter is what kind of animal? A. Weasel. B. Otter. C. Squirrel. D. Otzel.
Guy.
Ooh.
Well, I said Guy.
I
and he
said
said
Guy
Guy.
as
Yeah,
well.
wait. I only heard Guy, but I heard
Guy,
2
you can go.
voices.
Go on.
I'm gonna say D. Motzel.
What you?
Is that what it was? This is what he said. I didn't hear it because Chris was going Guy.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Otzel.
say D.
That is correct though. Nice work. Okay, so it's
I'm sorry, what was
5
the animal? A motzel.
An Otzel.
An Otzel.
Don't know what that is.
How the hell do you know that, Guy?
Because I know it's not one of those 3 other ones. Because isn't he like a made up animal or some bullshit?
Again, couldn't tell you any context about the questions I'm
Is he
asking
just
you.
throwing you a random question out of nowhere without any pre-warning? Oh.
Okay, question. The GTA series was developed by.
Guy! Why am I saying Guy?
Yeah, well, is that not on purpose? Was that not on
Say
purpose?
it. Say it.
What- what's your name?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Rockstar?
Like it is.
North.
Nice,
Oh,
nice. Yeah, I'll
good.
give you that.
Boom.
Nice,
Little
bro.
pity point there for old Chris.
Okay, it's 5-0.
I get one right. I got 0.
Okay. What is the name of the gang member that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas revolves around?
Guy! Chris! Why do I keep saying
You were
Guy?
there first.
CJ.
That is correct. It's Carl Johnson for long. What? For long?
Don't worry about
The
it.
long
Full name,
version?
Carl Johnson.
Yeah, that one. Okay, Guy, you're on 6.
Thank you.
Okay. Star Fox, the SNES.
Chris!
What? Do you actually know it?
No,
Hang
I've
on,
got
wait.
no idea.
Star Fox for the SNES?
For the Super Nintendo
Super
Entertainment
Thank you.
System.
Had a unique way of changing the game's difficulty to do this. Oh my god, hang on. Star Fox for the SNES had a unique way of changing the game's difficulty. To do this, you had to: A. Go to the options menu. B. Travel into the secret black hole zone. C. Enter the code from the game manual. D. Select a different path.
Chris,
Yes,
I'm going to say that you had to go to the black hole something.
that's incorrect.
Oh.
You're in the negatives
This
again.
quiz sucks. This
Um,
is a shit quiz. Whose idea was this?
I'm gonna say you had to select a different path. D.
That's correct.
Oh!
Nice, Guy. Oh my goodness. 7.
Oh, this is
7.
such a bad quiz.
Nice. 7 to -1. Now I'm starting to suspect that you've read these cards,
No,
Guy.
100% guess.
Whose wife got them?
Suspicious. Mm.
You've had it in your car for a week,
No.
and the pack was picked of those 20
True.
cards before.
True that. Okay, last 2 questions. What 2 games comprise the portmanteau Metro? Oh my goodness. Metro. Ew,
Use your words.
Oh my-
Sound it out.
Hang on, okay. What 2 games comprise the portmanteau and what are these called?
Quotation mark.
Thank you.
Quotation marks.
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania.
Oh, it's a D. Okay, the O and the D look the same. Describing a subtype of. Okay, hang on, start again. What 2 games comprise the
Castlevania
portmanteau?
and Metroid.
Correct.
Thank you for putting her
God,
out
that
of-
was so
Thank you for
punishing.
putting her out
I'm
of her
so
misery.
sorry. I I
Metroidvania,
genuinely,
yeah.
Did he buzz it?
genuinely, no, he didn't,
Chris.
but he can have it.
Sorry, you can have it back.
No, you can have it. You need it.
So that's when they put two games together and they made their own subgenre.
Right, okay.
And it was Metroidvania.
Sorry about that awful reading. Okay,
That's all
this
right.
is the last
It's
one.
extremely casual.
Far out. Created in 1980, Missile Command was popular and successful at arcades into the mid-90s. Ports of the arcade and remakes have sold millions of units worldwide. What is the object of the game? A. Shoot down incoming aircraft. B. Destroy the enemy cities. C. Save the princess. D. Defend the cities.
D. Sorry.
Chris, what?
D.
Chris, what was your answer?
I was going to say A, but Guy's been on such a hot streak. I'm going to say D.
That is correct.
Yes! That was such a guess.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the final score there is 7 points to Guy, 1 point to Chris. How many did you actually get right, though? I'm actually interested to see how many you got right each, because
I had one that I didn't buzz in properly for.
yeah, okay.
So with that included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, yeah. And what about you?
9.
Nice,
Yeah, there's
bro.
no doubt. There's no doubt at all.
Well done.
Oh.
Tell us how you went in the ECG for ECG Grow. I'd love to know.
Ellie,
I was going to say, we've got so many more cards as well, so maybe we'll bring this back.
Yeah,
Oh.
and maybe
But
I'll vet them and
we'll
like
put these
make
cards-
sure I can read
Nah.
them.
We'll put these cards aside so we don't get double up. So that
Ellie, how did you feel about that quiz?
Look, I feel like next time we do it, we don't do the negative point system.
Yeah.
I think that I need to read the questions beforehand to make sure I know how to pronounce stuff. 3, I should always be the quiz master because I'd never get any of those right. 4, just great work, guys.
Okay. For token
Great.
throwaway positive comment.
yeah. I reckon we could give Ellie the rest of the cards to study for a week, and we could still
You'd
test
still-
you
yeah.
and see,
You'd still beat
see
me.
how you go.
Guy, I just want you to know that I would have finished on 0 if I didn't steal your answer in that final one.
Ah,
Oh.
yes.
So I actually would have got it incorrect. I would have been on -1.
Yeah, wow.
The only reason I got 1 point at the end of the quiz was because I stole your answer because you went, dude. So I feel terrible right now.
Hey, thanks for tuning in for another week. Hopefully you did better on the quiz than, well, we all did because even I failed at that. I couldn't even read the questions. What are you guys playing this week?
Oh God, I haven't played anything this week. I've had family up. I'd all week.
Yes.
I had my wife's mum up, and then my parents were up for a bit. So I've not been playing
Nice.
any games. But I'm probably going to jam some Astrobot. I've been enjoying that. I play it with my wife, but if she's not around, I'll go back to old levels
Yeah.
to get all of the all the
Completionists.
collectibles. because
Nice.
I want to complete this game
Because it's
So-
built for that, right?
Yes, it's built for that. So it tells you how many of the little Astrobots that are missing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've played a level and you've got to try to find them, so I've been doing that. Just been doing some tidying up.
Have you done many more of the speed running levels?
I've done a few.
Are they as hard as that one that I've done?
Yeah, there's some real intense ones.
Oh, you have to really it has to become second nature in order to beat those.
And it's
eh?
one of those ones where, because the normal levels, there's checkpoints throughout because they're quite long. But the speed runs, it's just like if you failed right at the very end, you go right back to the start. But they are shorter levels. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's,
right.
what speed run is. So
Yeah.
if you haven't got it yet, it's a cool game. You should
Bit
get
of fun.
it. Yeah.
Game of the year, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Actual though, is it crazy having played it? Is it crazy for you to think that that is the best game that came out this year potentially if it wins? Because I personally think it's great, but I don't see
think-
that
I
and
don't,
think.
I don't look at it and go, that's a game of the year contender. I think it's a very cool game. I think it's definitely a game that they've, it's completely personalized for the PlayStation 5. You know,
Yeah.
with the haptic feedback, and it really celebrates PlayStation, especially with not just, celebrates the console, but it celebrates the characters as well, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Um,
love also that they've brought back that old platforming style of game that
Yeah.
used to be so big, and they've made it more accessible to way more players.
Exactly.
So in
Yeah.
that case, maybe it is.
Yeah, exactly. It really hits that nostalgia, especially with 30 years of PlayStation. We grew up on platforms like, Crash Bandicoot and stuff. So it really does hammer home that.
Yeah.
I don't think, if it wins Game of the Year, I'll be like, that's awesome. Well
Yeah.
done. But
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. What about you,
Um,
Chris?
I am playing Elden Ring, right, for the second time. So the first time I played it was like 2 years ago or something. Loved it. I have in between playthroughs, I've played Lies of P and then Bloodborne. So Lies of P is a Souls-like. Bloodborne was one of the games that's FromSoft made before Elden Ring. Those games are linear. You can only get so strong going up to every boss battle,
Yeah.
right? Because it's linear.
Mm-hmm.
They're really tough. So I've gotten really good and really aggressive in my gameplay style. I've now gone back to Elden Ring where it's open world and you can go do heaps of stuff and get really strong before fighting bosses.
Oh, yeah.
I am breezing through this game.
Oh, wow.
So it feels easy.
And
now.
I'm going, oh shit, I remember this boss being really tough and absolutely smoking them straight away because of my new aggressive style and stuff. And there's a thing and a mechanic in the game where you can walk into a boss fight, ring a little bell, and then you can summon these spirit ashes, which help fight alongside you. So you can have some wolves, or you can have like some. Eventually, you can level them up and get some really tough people to help you fight. I've decided I'm going to at least try to beat the game without using that once.
Yeah, true.
Because I haven't had to use it yet. Whereas the first time, holy cow, I was relying on it.
Yeah, right.
So it's quite awesome. It's like a new challenge of being like, I'm not going to use that. So now it is hard again.
It must be cool as well to look at it and go, this is how much I've progressed as an Elden Ring player.
Yeah.
Because I have vivid memories of having like dying to the sky and then restarting and then running back to him and doing it over and over and over. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Went in there, smoked him. Having said that, there are still bosses that still kick my ass. They sprinkle them in everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But before it was every single one.
And you will be humbled when you get to Erdtree.
Oh,
you've never played it before and you're like,
absolutely,
oh my God, where are
That's
the
right.
Ashmen? Ashmen.
Yeah. And there are still like Millennia from Elden Ring is the hardest boss, well, was until Erdtree was the hardest boss they'd ever made.
Yeah.
And she will still kick my ass this run through again, and it'll take a wee while. But apparently the boss at the end of the Erdtree is the hardest boss that they have ever made.
Really?
As a company.
Really?
And having played against the previous number one and the one before that, the Orphan of Kos from Bloodborne, the DLC, that took me so long to beat, like 2 weeks ago. Millennia took me ages to beat. The idea of this being even harder is like this horrible thing waiting at the end of this journey for me. It's just going to slap me in the face.
Nah, but you're training for it, bro. You've been
I'm
training
training,
for
man.
years.
Yeah, this
for
is your
this.
montage.
right,
This
man.
is your Rocky running up the steps montage.
That's right, it is.
got
I'm
it.
in Philly right now, and I'll keep everyone updated over the next few months.
Yes.
Every week I'm going to say I'm playing Elden Ring. It's
Yeah,
going to be
cool.
really annoying.
Cool, nice.
What are you playing, Ali?
Like
Ellie
every
Ring.
other, hey, classic. Like every other week recently, I haven't played a lot except for a bit of Monopoly Deal, which is actually a card
Ooh.
game. So does that count? It's still gaming.
Can I just say, Monopoly
Yeah.
Deal, whenever we go on holiday, we always take the Monopoly Deal with
It's
us.
so fun and it's so
great.
easy. And
Yeah.
Sam and I we even just play it just us two, and it's just fun. We watch like Love Island while we play, so it's like two things at once.
Yeah.
Easy, like
What
TV.
season of Love
that-
Island are you watching?
Just started the Aussie one. This
I tried to get into it. It wasn't as good.
Did you not like it?
I watched the USA one, not the one that finished a couple months back. That was a good season.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
It was really good.
Interesting.
Wow.
It's the first time I've actually watched the Love Island USA
Yeah, I've
all the
never
way
watched.
through because they've been terrible, but that was a good season.
Wow.
And
Dang.
the UK one was garbage, which is
Yeah,
usually the good one.
that's usually the one I watch. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm watching the Aussie one. Are you really invested in this Love Island chat, Chris?
Hey,
Do
if you guys are happy, I'm happy, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's how
Thank
I
you.
operate. Sounds boring as, but no, that's what that is multi-screen viewing. They design shows that are designed literally because they know people will be on their phones and doing other shit.
Yeah, I love it. They're
That's
like my
Love
favorite
Island.
thing because I
Yeah.
don't have to fully focus on it. I can just
Yeah.
do something else. So yeah, bit of Monopoly Deal. Also, cousin Beck, she's started playing Dave the Diver,
Oh, yeah.
and so I had this like fun thought that maybe I should start playing it now
Yes, you
because
should.
we can you can like together we
Please
can
do
play
that.
it, and I haven't started it,
And I haven't.
But the
but
idea that you could maybe
But it's a
is
nice idea.
sometimes in your head.
that is in my head, and that's where I got to start is with the idea. So
Yeah.
I'll fester on that for a few weeks, and then
Yeah,
maybe
let
I'll.
it fester like a wound.
Hey, thanks for all your votes as well for listeners' choice. I believe today is when it gets announced, so we
No,
don't know.
I think it's tomorrow,
As in, like,
the Friday.
Oh,
'cause
I
this
thought it
comes
was
out
the
on
Thursday.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
What's the date?
I think it was the 28th that it came out.
Oh, possibly.
So it might be today. We don't know what the results are for any of them. But
Yeah.
thanks
Thank you for
if
voting
you
if you
voted.
did.
Like we
Yeah.
really, really, really
And if you
appreciate
didn't
it.
vote, all good. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks
yeah.
for subscribing and being a part of it. It's bloody great.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also definitely join our Facebook group because there's a lot of fun chats that I had in that
That's
group.
right.
Nice people.
Extremely Casual Group, number 4, Extremely Casual Gamers.
That's beautiful. All right, we'll catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.